What's up, seniors? This is Coach Medina. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm not going to be able to see you guys, or we're not going to be able to see you guys for the rest of the year until they do like a ceremony for your guys' prom or for graduation or something like that. I know they're going to be working on those to get those done for you guys to celebrate with you. Until then, though, we got to make sure that we're grinding. We got to make sure that we get our stuff done so that there's no reason for you guys to, get held or get in trouble or have to take summer things or whatever. All right, so let's just make sure that we're doing our thing. All right, so I just quickly want to review Hamlet Act 1, Scene 3 with you. We left previously with the interactions between Hamlet and his stepfather uncle, which is weird, but it is true. His stepfather married his wife. Hamlet's having this horrible time. He's kind of grieving, and he's still mad, and he's got all these emotions going on. His father just died, right? But Act 1, Scene 3 picks up with three characters. And these three characters are pretty important to the overall plot of this story. The three characters are Polonius, who is the advisor to the king. He's an older gentleman who is a very respected man. And his son, his name is Laertes, and his daughter named Ophelia. Laertes is a student, and Ophelia is, just a young lady who, I'm not exactly sure if she has an occupation or whatnot, but we do know that they are a very close family and they talk a lot. We never see the mom, but we do know that Polonius and his kids are very close. So we start the scene with Laertes and Ophelia only talking. It's just between them. Laertes, the son of Polonius, or the king's advisor, tells Ophelia, he tells her sort of like that he has to go back to school. He's going back overseas to go to university. And Ophelia mentions to him as he's leaving that she has been receiving a lot of love, a lot of gifts, a lot of things from Hamlet. And Laertes is kind of like, he's a big brother, right? He's the older brother to Ophelia. And I don't know if any of you guys have younger sisters, but I know for me, I have a younger sister. And anytime it would come to, relationships or her bringing somebody to meet me or anything like that, I always really am very critical. So Laertes tells Ophelia that Hamlet is not really in love with her. He's not permanent. He's very fickle. His love is fickle. Hamlet is not a good match. That's basically what he's saying for Ophelia. And he doesn't want to see Ophelia pursue a relationship with Hamlet. Polonius then comes. Polonius is is their father. He comes and he talks to Laertes, telling Laertes, "Yo, you need to get out of here. You need to go to the university." And he ends up giving him like this long, drawn out speech about, it's like advice, like life advice. He's like, don't trust these people, don't do this, don't do that, make sure you're doing, this, make sure you're watching out for yourself. And he gives like a very dad speech. And then Laertes goes onto the ship, he leaves, and it's just Ophelia and Polonius, her father. So Polonius is actually very interested in what Laertes and Ophelia were talking about. Laertes he asks Ophelia, "What were you guys going on about? What was happening?" And Ophelia basically breaks it down for her father. So Ophelia says that she obeys her father and says that she tells him about Hamlet. Ophelia and Hamlet have been, kind of like talking or being, in that talking phase or that, kind of like getting together, hanging out phase. And before Laertes left, Laertes was like, "Yo, watch out for that Hamlet," and he left, right? And Ophelia is there kind of like telling her father, and her father's really given the same type of response, which is kind of interesting, especially because he has such a close relationship to the king. You would think that Polonius would want Ophelia to get with Hamlet, but in this way, Polonius is against the love affair, the courtship between Hamlet and Ophelia. Hamlet has shown Ophelia affection and talked about love a lot. Polonius even says, "Yo, I remember there were some people telling me that you two were, getting really cozy. You guys like to be alone and hang out a lot." And he just kind of like wants her to know that she'd be stupid if she thinks that that Hamlet actually likes her. Not something you really want to hear from your dad, but at the same time, Polonius is looking out for his daughter, or at least he's doing what he thinks is best for her. Then Polonius tells her to stay away, and Ophelia kind of feels bad about that. Can you imagine, like, somebody that you really like, somebody that you're really feeling, and there's a barrier there that you just can't get over, and in this case, it's the father. So Ophelia really has a choice to make, really. She seems to be a very obedient person. She's listening to her brother, she's listening to her father, she's taking it all in, but we don't know exactly how she's going to proceed with it. So we don't know if she's going to be okay with the courtship with Hamlet, or she's going to follow her father and her brother's advice and just kind of like stay away from him. So she really has a choice to make, and that's, I think, the end of this chapter. Or this scene, excuse me. So what you need to do right now, since you stuck through it, hopefully, comment on the video that you've watched it, just so that I know that you've done it. I'm going to post this video on April 19th, so today. It's going to be in your Google Classroom. Tomorrow morning, Monday at 9 o'clock, I'm going to have scheduled the next scene that you're going to have to read. And then hopefully by tomorrow, or tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, I'll have a video for you guys to watch, sort of like reviewing it, just in case anybody has any issues or problems with it or anything like that. So, guys, please make sure that you continue to keep up with the reading. Please make sure that your Google Classroom, you're checking it every day. Please make sure that you are doing the work to the best of your ability. Guys, I think you have a month left. So the harder we go on this, the more we're able to get done, I think is going to be beneficial for all of us. Just stay with it. If you need assistance or anything like that, please let me know. Don't not do anything. Please don't just don't turn anything in, because if that happens, then I have to give you Fs or I have to put incompletes and stuff like that, and they ask me, and then it becomes a whole thing where you get there's a lot of questions that need to get answered as far as like if you're gonna have to take a summer class or something like that. So guys, please make sure that you keep on. Please make sure that you are checking every day your Google Classroom and get your stuff done. Fellas, you have a great rest of your day. Stay out of trouble.